nightmares. Chef Ramsay heads to the historical Olde Hitching Post in Hanson, Massachusetts,
What a disaster.
where he faces off with an owner so stubborn,
Fresh food doesn't taste better. Frozen.
It doesn't matter if it's frozen or not.
so delusional,
It's an insult to America.
In this area, that's what they love.
he doesn't even realize he is the reason his restaurant is failing.
Don't tell me that.
Owner Tom bought the eatery for his daughter Andrea,
It's his way or no way.
You really upsetted me a lot.
but 6 years later, he refuses to let her run it.
I can do this.
You're not ready to take over.
What?
Instead, he remains a control freak.
Quiet. Don't never do that.
And while the food is inedible
Look at it.
and always frozen,
Disgusting.
Tom is far from concerned.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Come on, Chef Ramsay is thoroughly frustrated.
You're
If I go over here,
blockhead.
And no matter what he says,
Why don't you just admit that it's wrong?
it's not wrong.
Tom refuses to listen.
I don't care who you are, Ramsay or no Ramsay.
It's fight time in Hanson, Mass.
I'll get in the ring and fight you every day.
But this may be a battle Chef Ramsay is unable to win.
I'm gonna keep fighting. You know I'm gonna do that.
What is that? You're serving rotten food.
Possibly kill them.
Then wake up. You wake up. Shut the place down. Get out of here. That is amazing.
Thank you, Chef.
Hanson, Massachusetts, a tightly knit community just 25 miles outside of Boston. In 2005, restaurateur Tom Caceres bought one of the fixtures of the town, a beloved restaurant called the Olde Hitching Post.
My first restaurants, they were very successful. And then I wanted to own another one to pass it over to my oldest daughter. She wanted to become a restaurant owner like her father.
Good afternoon, Olde Hitching Post. Running and owning my own restaurant has always been my dream. So I was extremely excited when we came to the Olde Hitching Post. Right this way, please. But even though my dad bought this place for me, my father does have the final say.
What did you do?
I've been working in the kitchen. What
No,
did you
what
do?
did I told you? You gotta make sure water comes
Janice is in the front.
But I
desk.
want you to be there too.
Well, why don't you go?
Because no, you. My daughter, as good as she is, she doesn't know what it takes to run a big restaurant like this. Let's say I will leave tomorrow. My daughter, it will last 3 months. And that's the very truth.
Tom will say Andrea doesn't know how to pay the bills. Andrea doesn't know what she needs for cash flow. Key point missing. Tom doesn't allow her to be a part of that.
He thinks he's the only one that could run the restaurant and not anyone else.
Andrea, if you're doing what I tell you, make sure your customers
Dad,
check
relax.
right now.
Relax.
Tom runs his business like it's a small country he owns.
The beef tips, people don't love them.
Don't tell me that.
My father makes people crazy.
You do that all the time behind my back without me knowing.
To him, the right decision is his decision.
Don't never do that. Go back to your work, all of you.
Tells us I'm the best at this, I know what I'm doing, who are you, you're stupid.
That was the most stupid thing I ever see in this kitchen the longest I've been here. Look, my way is the only way. You know why? Because my way is the right way.
Because of Tom, there are a lot of things that aren't done the right way. The way we handle food, what comes in through those doors, it's not always the best product. A lot of it's not good at all.
Dan, they don't like it.
It's kind of hard when we have all this unquality product.
I don't really know why we don't do any business. Since the day I bought the Olde Hitching Post, I just keep putting money out of my pocket just to stay open. My God. We barely make it. Now what are you going to do? Pay the bills and get it over with.
I would have never signed up for this had I known that almost 7 years into it, he would still be in charge. But we can't walk away because we've invested so much in it, so much time, so much money. But I don't know what we're going to be left with.
Tom is anxious to meet up with Chef Ramsay,
Chef Ramsay, I'm right here.
so he has volunteered to pick him up and give him an early morning briefing on the Olde Hitching Post.
Whereabouts are you from?
Corfu.
Wow. The restaurant is Greek, right?
No.
Oh.
It's an American
American.
food, but I have some Greek dishes.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my third restaurant.
Right.
I've been very successful my other two.
Well done. How long did you buy it?
6 years.
Okay.
I bought it for my daughter.
As a gift?
Well, I bought it for her future, for her
future.
family.
So she's running the restaurant now?
But she's not running by herself. I'm right next to her.
Okay.
I need to educate her a lot. She needs so much to learn about this business. I have a problem. She doesn't realize how much it takes to run a restaurant.
Right.
How many hours you gotta put into the restaurant.
She's not hungry for it.
No, she's not. Wow. She's not. I give her a lot of authority. But she's not a hard-working person.
Is she spoiled?
She's not spoiled, but stop it.
How's the restaurant doing now?
Awful.
Awful.
I mean, awful. I try to buy quality food.
Good. That's very good.
We try to give generous portion and reasonable prices, but it doesn't seem to go nowhere. And this is the honest truth.
How much money are you losing a week?
Are you ready?
Please.
$7,000 to $8,000
A week?
a week.
30,000 a month.
Yes, exactly. It's a disaster.
This is your third restaurant. The previous two were successful. The third one, you bring your daughter in, and it's starting to go down.
Correct. That's the honest truth.
This is it. The size of it.
Exactly.
Listen, thanks for the update. And be upfront and be honest with me so I can get to the problem straight away.
What you see is what you get.
Look at this place.
Chef Ramsay.
How are you, my darling?
Very well indeed.
And first name is?
Janice, I'm the manager.
You're the manager.
I am indeed.
Right. Tom picked me up at the train station.
Oh my, don't believe everything you're told.
Oh, really? Oh, damn. Because he was local.
Always. Tom is a person who feels that he knows what's best.
Okay, let me sit down.
Please, right this way. I don't think Tom has it within him to be open to change. Will he listen to Chef Ramsay? Unfortunately, I don't think so.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. Me, Andrea. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Gordon, good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Let's catch up. Honestly, I was grateful for Dad to come pick me up.
Yeah.
So, he is instrumental in setting this up for you.
Yes. I always wanted to do this. I love people.
Your role personally, what is that?
I come in here. I manage the front of the house, functions that we do. I deal with the public.
He said he runs the restaurant.
Yes.
But I mean, even after 6 years, you'd think that you've got up to speed in terms of trying to run this place.
I can handle it and try to make it more successful, but my father's not ready to pass the buck over.
Really?
I can't do much of anything. On most parts, my hands are tied. Just he's having a hard time backing down.
Ooh, wow. Because he let it slip that you weren't that passionate about running this.
Oh, I think he's extremely wrong about that.
Why would he
I
tell
have no
me that?
idea why he would say something like that. Because he sees, I work really hard in here to make it more successful. I've got my husband to help me, and I think that my husband works in here also.
Okay, where does he work?
He works in the kitchen on the line.
Dad also mentioned that you're stubborn. What are you stubborn about?
It's his way or no way. That's why he says I'm stubborn, because I have different ideas and I have different views. He has taken away a lot of my desire to do things and the willingness and the drive that I had when we first came in here, because I am held back. I'm stuck. That's frustrating.
Right. But there seems to be a butting of heads that we're not making headway. Is Tom nearby? Is he in the kitchen?
Let me get him for you.
Something that doesn't quite stack up.
When we first came in here, this was my baby. But little by little, he's slowly draining some of the drive that I had for it.
Sit down, please.
Thank you.
You said I wasn't passionate?
I didn't mean like that at all. What I wanted to say is you're not ready to take over.
Why aren't I ready to take over?
First of all, you don't realize how much it takes. A restaurant, the hours, and the money.
Ted, you've got to be kidding. I don't know how many hours and stuff. I don't see everything. I've been by your side for all these years.
The experience is not there yet, Andrea.
So how many years did you think that I needed an experience for the restaurant that you bought me? What do you think is going to happen in this business that hasn't happened in the previous 7 years?
Who's the stubborn one in this relationship?
Andrea.
And she gets it from?
Tom.
From her father, Bud. First of all, none of you or your husband are ready to face a restaurant with a very lot of business we do. First of all, you don't even know.
That's our fault that we do very little business. We need to fix things, Dad.
Okay, why don't you fix it then for 7 years? You were here.
Yeah, how can I fix what you're not allowing me to fix.
What do you mean I don't allow you, Andrea?
What do you allow
I
me to
gave
do?
you every right.
For what in here?
I
I
let
have to ask you to get ink.
You don't even know when you write a check how much money's in the safe.
Because you take all the money. I have no
What I'm
control
saying
over
is-
anything else.
But what I'm saying to you, Andrea, do you ever sit down and do your numbers?
How can you expect me to know what needs to be done when you were doing all of that?
No. This is a big issue right now. And you really upsetted me a lot.
No, you're upsetting
I'm
me.
working from a morning to a night for you. If you were ready enough to say to me, Dad, sit home this week. Take
do.
3 months off.
What?
I want to work and I want to control the rest.
Really? How many
Come on,
times? We've
Andrea.
said that to you. Step down. You don't need to come in so much. I can do this. Dad, we've already had this conversation like 2 years ago.
We never did. We never did. But what I'm saying to you, Andrea, you're not ready to take over.
That's not true.
Thank you.
Chef Ramsay has just discovered that Tom and Andrea are clearly not on the same page about Andrea's capabilities.
My father told me that I wasn't passionate. How can we be when he sucks the life out of you?
And while it's way too early to know who's right, the time has come to pass judgment on the food.
Hi there.
Hello. First name is?
Carla.
Carla, good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hanson. Grew up
Okay,
right
nice.
here. Been here 26 years now.
Wow.
I've been with the first owners, and now Andrea and Tom.
Are those two always butting heads?
They are, Chef.
They are.
Yeah. So. But, anyways,
Okay, let's start off. What would you recommend?
cranberry haddock, Chef, because we are in cranberry world down here.
Cranberry haddock.
Yes.
I'll go for that.
Okay.
Got to try the meatloaf.
Yes.
And then lobster ravioli, made on site.
Yes, Chef.
It's made on site. It's fresh. Ravioli.
Fresh ravioli.
Oh, wow. Throw one of them in as well.
Okay. Thank you,
Thanks.
Chef. Tom makes us say that, yes, everything is fresh here.
Let's prepare everything we need to do.
It's not true. All right, Danny.
Pero, double check the salt. Chef Ramsay loved everything on my menu. It's excellent food. That's good.
You got the lobster ravioli coming?
Yes, we do. Minute away.
Good.
I know we're in the area of cranberry, but my God, from napkins to the walls, it's cranberry OD. Wow, that was quick.
This is our lobster ravioli.
This is the homemade.
Listen, okay, I apologize for that. The lobster is not fresh.
The lobster's not fresh. You told me it was.
It's frozen.
It's frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah. They're not even hot in the middle. Oh dear. Oh, I can't do that to my tummy. It's dreadful. Obviously, store bought.
Yes, Chef.
They're nasty. That didn't even get swallowed.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, Carla. Why would you come to a restaurant to order store-bought product? I don't get it.
Oh, Chef Dan,
Yes.
you spit it out.
Listen, the longest I owned the place, I never heard of one complaint. Never once.
Next, cranberry haddock.
Cranberry. Lemon on this one, honey.
That looks good, Carla.
Right, what is this?
We have the cranberry haddock.
Oh, cranberry haddock.
Yes.
Carla, come on. It looks like some bear in the woods.
Really?
And what's the water coming up? I mean, look at it. Okay, wow. I can't believe I'm eating this. Watery and bland. It is absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry. Raw. God, they're dreadful. Look at that. Bland, undercooked. And as for that mess, soggy, wet, and just depressing. Ugh. Disaster. What a mess.
Okay, we'll
yeah.
check on your next course for you.
Thank you, Carter. God, that was gnarly.
He doesn't like the cranberry haddock. What is wrong with our cranberry haddock?
The cranberry was not good.
He doesn't like it, no.
I eat once a week. People love it. People taking them home. They eat today and they take it 2-3 orders home. The chef didn't like it.
This is the meatloaf.
Oh, meatloaf. Thank you. When was this one made?
This was made today. Meatloaf?
Today?
Yes. Okay. Enjoy.
Disgusting. One ounce of seasoning. Dry. Horrible texture. Doesn't feel like a meatloaf that's been made today, let me tell you.
Was the meatloaf made today?
No, meatloaf was made God knows how long and then frozen.
Don't even tell me that.
Are you sure that was made today, Danny?
It was not, Chef. It's frozen.
It's frozen.
Frozen.
Carter, why are you doing this to me?
Sorry about that.
It's bland. It's
Bland.
just...
Okay.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Doesn't
Okay.
really freeze that well, meatloaf. Who makes that?
Chef Dan?
And the chef Dan had his tongue removed? Wow. Thanks, Danny.
Okay.
And here we go.
What's wrong with this?
This is actually Chef Dan. He said it was dry and overcooked.
We do freeze it.
And you think you lost your taste buds?
Give me a break. Chef Ramsay destroy every dish I offer him. He insulted me. I don't care who you are. Ramsay or no Ramsay.
Danny, where's the kitchen?
When you insult me, better be ready to explain yourself.
Hi, guys. Come round. And this is
I'm Dan.
Dan. Gordon, good to see you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kevin.
Kevin.
I'm Spiros.
Spurs. The Andrea's husband.
Yep.
Excellent. Come over, guys, please. I'm absolutely disgusted. The food is outdated and bland. The lobster ravioli, disgusting. I don't understand the mentality of serving frozen that you buy in. Damn. Help me understand the madness.
I can't even answer you on that one right now.
It's a setup for disaster. Haddock with cranberries. That cranberry glaze, watery spinach. Disgusting. Raw sweet potatoes. The grilled meatloaf. When was that cooked?
Every 2 weeks we end up making a batch or so. It gets portioned and then
How
frozen.
sad. I mean, how sad.
Yep.
When you freeze cooked meat, what happens to it as it defrosts?
It dries out.
Then you grill it. What happens to that again?
Dries it out even
Dries again.
a little bit more.
It's gross.
It's almost impossible to make a loaf of meatloaf every day or every other day. You cannot do it.
So we make it in batches of 2 weeks. We freeze it. We dry it out. We thaw it. And then we grill it.
It makes sense.
Come on.
I thought you were going to love my meatloaf, regardless if it was frozen.
You thought I'd like that.
Well, I really did. I mean, you want me to
But
be
how's
honest?
it possible, Tom?
It's something different. Grill it.
It's an insult to America.
In this area, that's what they love.
Really?
Yep.
You're not going to convince me on that one.
Now, this is very, very good dish and a very famous dish. They come in people from far away.
Dan, have you actually ever sat down and tasted that dish from start to finish?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you like it?
No.
So now I've got a chef that doesn't like what he serves. Do you have any idea how stupid that sounds?
Yes.
But you seem happy with it.
No, not happy with it.
Then stop it, Dan.
I try, you know, I do.
Wow. How do you rate the food?
I don't think it's all that much to talk about. I think we're outdated. I think it's just okay at best.
But out of 10.
3 or 4.
And you're saying, Ramsay, you need to respect my food.
I did.
Get out your bubble, Tom. Get in the real world. I wish I could say thank you.
How come you don't ever tell your brother that the food you cook in here and you serve with him is...
We talk all the time that the food's not that good.
Did you tell him to change?
You don't let him change things.
I
He
never
tried
allowed
taking
him. I
things
never
off.
allowed him not to
He
change
says he
anything.
tries
When did I
taking
tell
things
you
off.
not to change?
I've tried to take things
Come
off.
on, Dan.
Why don't you change the menu? It's not his fault, not
The
my
way
fault.
you spoke earlier, you say 4 to 5. That's what I'm giving to this food. Our food is good. How can you say a friend of the Chef Ramsay is not good? We got another issue there. When I think I'm right, I'm going to keep fighting. You know I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep fighting and fighting when I get done.
With Tom being adamant that there is nothing wrong with the food,
Enjoy your dinners, folks.
Chef Ramsay gets his first opportunity to see how the locals feel about the menu at the Old Hitching Post.
All right, boys. Pasta pignolo and meatloaf. Hello, gentlemen. Hello, chef. Put that in the oven to reheat, please.
This is the one we want to use. That's the oldest.
Wow. What's that? Tom, what is it?
Frozen calamari.
Did you buy them in like that?
That's how it comes.
Is that how you grew up watching calamari in Greece?
I try it fresh with the skin on like a European. And nobody even ordered them.
Nobody ordered fresh? Oh, there we go.
One more meatloaf coming up.
Another meatloaf?
Yeah. It's frozen.
Tom, you got upset with me earlier. You got obsessive. I want you to love my meatloaf. Yeah. You hear the little maracas that I have in Greece?
Yep.
I mean, honestly, you want me to kiss your ass
No.
and tell you that I love your meatloaf. So, I dare you, go out in your dining room and tell your customers that you're serving that.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You got no balls, have you?
I got a lot of balls. Mine is bigger and stronger.
Yours is bigger and stronger.
I got more balls, more than him, and a half a dozen like him.
You're not proud of what you serve. Because if you were proud of what you serve, you'd have no problems taking it to the dining room.
I'm proud of my product, regardless if it's been in the freezer.
Take it out there then.
I don't want to do that because it's too humiliating to me to go with a hazard of rock, 2 pieces of meatloaf.
It's not that humiliating for you to take the money then. Oh, put it in your pockets. That's not humiliating, is it? Why don't you just admit that it's wrong?
It's not wrong. Wrong is if I go over here.
Blockhead, and you think you're going to be successful serving that. Wrong, Thomas. You shouldn't be anywhere near this kitchen. What a disaster.
Yes. I'm cooking it and I'm freezing it. There's nothing wrong with that.
What I'm struggling, Andrea, I'm struggling with who's pushing the standards here. Who cares? Look at that. Does that represent you?
No.
The second generation running your father's restaurant?
No.
And if someday he lets you take over, you have to do something about this.
No, I realize it.
It doesn't stop you having standards.
When you see it like in a big picture like this, when it's one thing after another that's getting pointed out, it's one big mess.
Carla, as you take their orders, I think it'd be nice for you to explain whether it's fresh, whether it's frozen, defrosted.
Okay.
I want you to know what you're ordering.
All right, the dill salmon.
Salmon is frozen, yes.
The shrimp scampi.
Frozen.
Frozen, yes.
How about the crab cakes?
Frozen.
All right, my order is going to be Caesar salad, which is fresh, I'm assuming.
My apologies. Thank you.
So much.
As some diners rethink their orders, others regret theirs.
The chicken doesn't taste fresh.
How was that meatloaf?
It tastes like the TV dinner that I give my 3-year-olds.
Yeah, that's being polite.
It wasn't very good.
No.
I don't think they were fresh.
Don't think they were fresh.
With Chef Ramsay hearing enough of the customer complaints, he decides he needs to further investigate the practices of the kitchen.
Dan,
Yes, sir.
do you buy them like that? In milk?
No, we don't buy them like that.
Why are they like this? It's so watery.
Because unfortunately, those are frozen ones. I know. Sorry.
Tom, I mean, honestly, why are you doing this to yourself?
Don't go. If they were,
Why are you doing this? Just smell inside there. It's not Just smell inside there.
Smells beautiful, ocean fresh.
It smells beautiful, ocean fresh. Kevin, can you get me Andrea, please?
Andrea. Out back, please.
You kidding me right now?
So, Andrea, come round, please. You got 2 seconds? The scallops we're serving, they're frozen ones. He's in denial.
I have to talk.
Relax,
No,
Dad.
I need to talk.
Just talk.
There's nothing wrong. I eat myself. If you pick up this bag, I picked them up myself this morning. If you take this bag, they've been in the freezer for 1 day or 24 hours. And pick up this one, you're going to find the same seafood product.
Disagree.
Go ahead and smell this one and smell that one. Tell me what's the difference.
You are trying to convince me that serving frozen food is better than fresh.
It's not a frozen.
They were in the freezer. You buy them in the bulk fresh, you put them in the bags, you weigh them out,
Yes.
and you freeze them.
Yes, I do.
And in the morning you take out 10 bags, you then defrost, they sit in there like that, and then you cook them.
Yes, I do that.
Right.
But you will criticize me the milk and the smell. There's no smell any difference. That one from this one. And I say they smell like ocean fresh, and they do.
So they smell the same once they're being frozen.
Depends if you got it for 1 year in the freezer, 1 day. All right.
You haven't got a clue what you're talking about. They smell fresher once they're defrosted. You're loopy. They smell fresher after being frozen. Oh, come on.
Anybody's in the restaurant business.
What?
No matter who he is.
Rule number 1, when studying to be a chef, fresh food doesn't smell, taste better once it's frozen. Shellfish is something you never freeze. And now here you are lecturing me that thing is fresh.
Dad.
While Chef Ramsay continues to explain to Tom how his pre-cooking is having a negative impact on the food,
Fresh food doesn't smell, taste better once it's frozen.
Tom remains in denial.
Dad. It doesn't matter if it's frozen or not.
It doesn't matter if it's frozen or not.
No.
He's trying to convince me that this idiotic setup is acceptable. Do you honestly think that your customers will be happy to pay for frozen being defrosted rapidly? They are under the impression in your dining room that what you're cooking them is fresh. So you're not going to convince me that this is better than serving it fresh. What I've just said, does that make any sense?
It does.
It does. Thank God you're not as stubborn as your dad.
If you don't like my food, don't even talk to me. I don't want you.
Oh my God. I'm extremely embarrassed. My heart is like breaking because this is something that I'm really proud of. And tonight just showed that I really shouldn't be proud of this. Thank you. Really disgusting. My dad, his mindset is not allowing us to go up from here. I need a drink.
Andrea, this can't continue. Your father's in denial. He's trying to win an argument that doesn't make sense.
Welcome to my life.
He's got to stop trying to convince me of these ridiculous practices, and every time.
He doesn't see that they're wrong. I want this business, but I want it to function correctly. And my fear is that by the time it comes to me, what am I going to do with it? There's nothing to have.
It's gone. That's my fear. I need your help to convince him that we are stopping dead.
Frozen.
I can't do it without you.
Okay.
I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you. Good night.
With Tom claiming the community is in love with the food,
Hello.
Nice to-
Great to see you. Have a seat.
Chef Ramsay gets up early
You willing to take some callers while we're here?
Absolutely.
to get more feedback from the locals.
I've attempted to have the butternut squash raviolis and felt digestive issues. The fish and my vegetables were total mush.
It's dated, it's lackluster, it's in need of help.
Now armed with more evidence of what he suspected, Chef Ramsay heads back to the Olde Hitching Post for a showdown with Tom and his staff.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, Chef Ramsay.
First of all, the one thing that I learnt since I've been here is that there are a lot of bad practices taking place.
Yesterday was very upsetting.
Right. This morning, I went live to a local radio station. All of a sudden, The phone lines started going crazy. Lines are jammed. These complaints started coming in. Let me tell you something really important. The reason why we're in this situation, Tom, is because this whole business is run on your system. Why are you so controlling, Tom?
It wasn't controlling type of thing. It was just a routine.
Not as far as I'm concerned. Tom runs a business his way, and he's not open to alternative ideas.
So Tom makes a decision, everyone's got to go with it. And out of a percentage of decisions, how many of them are right?
I think it's 50-50 on some of the items.
Wow. Tom, let me tell you, you do not want to pass a liability to your daughter.
Exactly.
So you have a duty now to step up and do something you haven't done in 7 years. And that's change.
Sometimes you're stuck mentally, physically, economically, and there's no way out, and you just hoping for a better day. But I'm always a believer of better day, better business, to do changes at any time.
Okay.
I'm hoping that my father's ready to listen because we need a big change.
We have to change.
Immediately. And I trust you. I need your help. Let's get together.
I can't do it without you.
You got my support 100%. I'm going to be right next to you.
Coming up, with everything on the line,
Come on, guys, don't start slipping now.
Tom takes a back seat and lets Andrea take control.
The salmon raw in the middle.
But does the kitchen rise to the occasion?
Oh, come on, all of you, stop.
While Tom appears ready to finally give in and change,
Wow, I mean, it looks better than last night, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Ramsay, with the help of a couple of locals,
Look at that beauty.
has another major point he wants to make.
Take care. Now for something fresh. Just wanted to show you something. 2 meatloaves. The one on the left-hand side is a turkey meatloaf. Next to that, you've got a classic meatloaf. Both made fresh. Visually, what does that look like?
Really nice.
Gorgeous looking, both of them.
Right. Take a fork, please. Things need to look good, granted, but proof is in the tasting.
Chef, I swear, in my life I never tasted anything better.
Yum.
Right. I have a confession to make. This was actually made by 2 of your customers. Wow. What you've got to understand is, to keep your business alive, you have to deliver something better than they can cook themselves at home. That is it.
I do realize right now we need to change immediately for much better. You know what? I was blind all this time. And I'm ready for the changes because I trust his judgment and his experience.
You've got to want to do it.
Absolutely.
With Tom now fully understanding the errors of the past, Chef Ramsay and his team jump into high gear to give the Olde Hitching Post an exciting new identity.
Right, good morning.
Morning.
Tom, when you bought this restaurant, you didn't make any changes.
Very little.
Take off your blindfolds.
Are we in the Oz?
Beautiful. Oh my God.
Stay with me. Stay with me. Happy? So, gone are the cranberry walls that match the cranberry napkins. We now have a stunning modern bluish grey contemporary. Gone are those disgusting banqueting chairs. We now have some rustic, charming, authentic wooden chairs.
This is amazing.
Gorgeous.
Have a quick look at the reception area.
Oh.
The whole entire area has been cleaned up. Beautiful. We did an art installation of reclaimed shutters.
Yeah. Oh,
How cool is this? It welcomes you to the restaurant.
that's incredible.
Ready to the next part?
Yes.
Let's go down. All the way in.
Oh my God, all the booths are gone.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Those booths give you that claustrophobic feel. We've lightened up the dining room. We've got a proper space in here now.
This is gorgeous.
On the wall, we have these stunning plates. Now, I know you're Greek, and you have your traditions, but these plates are not for breaking.
This is just amazing. Totally, I feel like I'm in a new building. I'm at the new Hitching Post.
You happy?
More than happy. The changes, the chandeliers, the colors, the photos, beautiful, all around. Everything in one night. This is the most incredible thing I ever see. I feel on the top of the world. Only in America.
To go along with the dramatic makeover
Come through, please.
is a total revamp of the food and the practices on how to prepare it.
We'll be cooking fresh. Running out of things is normal. Get used to it. Okay?
Fully agree with you. Yep.
Let's start off at the top. A delicious homemade clam chowder.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Wow. Next to that, a New England lobster roll.
Yeah.
A pan-seared salmon. Oh, wow. Then with a herb butter, asparagus, and roasted potatoes. Meatloaf. Look at that. Bacon wraps.
Yummy.
Creamy mashed potatoes, green beans, with really nice glazed ketchup sauce.
I love it.
Look how good the food looks. Just
Beautiful.
Exactly.
It's amazing.
Jump in.
All right, I'm digging in.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
I feel like I'm tasting at a new place, like somewhere else.
Excellent meatloaf.
When you order any of the dishes from the new menu, you will be satisfaction guaranteed. I thought my chowder was very good, but this is excellent. I have never tasted anything better, and that's the honest truth.
You like it, Dad?
I love it.
So nice.
Coming up, it's relaunch night at the Old Hitching Post.
Come on, guys, don't start slipping now.
And for Tom and Andrea,
The salmon raw in the middle.
it's make or break.
Stop, stop, stop.
But will the new menu be executed properly?
Stop.
It's relaunch night, and everything feels different about this restaurant.
The only thing you're gonna find in the freezer? Ice cream.
Ice cream.
New decor, new menu, and a new boss in control.
So much to do here.
Okay.
Control the standards, being assertive with the team.
Okay. Pressure. I need to step up and be a leader and have a smooth show tonight. This is huge that we get it right. It's do or die.
Let's have a great service.
Good evening. How are you? Please come right in.
Caesar salad
Yeah?
and fish and chips.
Enjoy your dinner. If anything we can do for you, please let us know. Okay?
Let's get ready, boys. Firing apps, table 23. 2 clam chowders, Caesar, and a wedge salad.
2 chowders, Caesar, and a wedge, ma'am. Coming up.
Perfect.
Coming your way.
Thank you. Ladies, pick up. Apps going down for 23.
What's next, please, Andrea? Keep it going, yeah?
I need 2 salmon for 25.
Right here.
Ladies, pick up. Thank you. And now I need a stroganoff, a scampi, a meatloaf, and a medium rare rib.
Oh, come on.
So look, that's raw.
Yeah. Oh my
Put your
God.
finger, put your finger in there. You are the last line of defense, and they're just throwing food out. Stop!
Stop, stop, stop.
All of you. Yes, listen.
The salmon, raw in the middle. I need 1 piece of fish on the fly.
Now look at me. We haven't worked this hard to start throwing food out. This lady, she's the last line of defense. Do not serve her raw salmon. Come on, bring it together.
Yes.
Please. One mistake like that just throws everybody.
I was worried because I want to make sure the food was right. Andrea, do something. Reorganize yourself.
How long am I waiting for that salmon?
Complete the table. Come on.
There you go, Andrea.
Ladies, pick up. Take those now. Thank you.
Looks lovely. Good.
I'm looking for 30 and 26 right now.
Seconds away.
Thank you.
Andrea, you're doing beautiful, honey.
I need a pickup.
Pick it up, baby.
Thank you.
You know you can do it.
26.
Oh, that looks beautiful, honey.
Doesn't it?
Delicious. Really fresh.
Oh, it's definitely a lot better.
All right, guys. Last 3 slips on the board.
Finish strong, guys. Dan, yeah? Keep it going, yes?
Yes, sir.
Keep it going, Andrea. Well done.
Up. Got it.
Carlo, pick up. 29.
Andrea, show 'em what you can do, honey. I couldn't be any happier. Now, I'm going to cook everything fresh every day. Chef Ramsay proves to me it's the only way to go.
Nice job, everyone. Nice teamwork. That was awesome. Awesome. That was good, right, Dad?
Very good.
I don't think my dad was 100% sure that I could do it, but pretty sure I proved to him that I could do it. I'm really happy.
Andrea, can I see you for a couple of minutes? Sit down. Andrea, today's a big day for me. I want to present something very exciting, something very good. I'm passing over because something you. I'm leaving. I want you to take care of it. I want you to be successful. And you know I'm going to always be next to you for whatever you need.
I know.
So, go out there, girl, and get him.
Okay.
All right?
I love you, Dad.
I love you too, honey.
Thank you.
Come here, man. Go ahead. It was very difficult for me, but that's my wishes. That's exactly what I want to do. She's a leader. She's a worker. She's going to be very successful.
You just made her very, very happy. It's been a long time coming, and I understand the nervousness. But, honestly, she can do it.
I know she can do it.
Okay?
She can do it. She had 2 best teachers.
She can do this.
Thank you.
Okay, let me tell you something. What an amazing relaunch. Come on. How did it feel?
Oh, great.
You guys did a fantastic job. Everybody.
Thank you, Chef.
I feel better than ever. Andrea deserves it, and it's all hers. From the bottom of my heart.
Just reaching this point today and, you know, getting the okay from my dad to step up and be in charge, it's amazing. Thanks, Dad. Thank you.
Well done to you all.
Thanks
Brilliant.
to you. Thank you for doing well.
Good night.
Thank you. I am the most grateful person to thank Chef for what he done from. Chef Ramsay proves to me I can hand over the restaurant to my daughter. And right now, I could not be any happier.
I never thought I was going to be able to get through to Tom. Wow, what a stubborn man. But once he realised I was doing all this for his daughter, he was a changed man. In fact, he was a pleasure to work with. And I strongly believe in Andrea. And now, finally, after 7 years, so does her father. Wow. Frozen meatloaf, cranberry and haddock. It's all Greek to me.